guys, welcome back to part 2 of me trying to name my viewers real life babies. It is a huge challenge that I have set myself. I've overthought this for you. I have researched for you. I really hope you guys can join in. Don't forget to answer along as well. I really rely on your help and your comments, and let me know what you think of all the names, because we'll all have a read and the expecting mums to be can get some real life advice from all of us baby name enthusiasts here. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you like this video. There will be more naming viewers babies coming up if you like this format for baby names, and just some classic lists as well coming up. I absolutely love naming babies, so keep them coming, and I have so many more to get through. So Lauren, you are in need of an emergency baby name advice, so I hope I get this to you in time. She's due, she doesn't have a definite date. Her daughter is called Eloise Daisy, and they tend to lean towards classic but slightly unusual names, and bonus points if they have a literary or geeky reference. So for boys at the moment she likes Linus and Idris, so I'm looking at boys for you and literary boy names that are super cool. So how about Orlando? I love Orlando. It is from Shakespeare As You Like It, and it's just a really on-trend name with a double O at the beginning and at the end, and the O in Eloise and Orlando sound really lovely together in my opinion. Dorian, obviously Dorian Gray, Portrait of Dorian Gray was Oscar Wilde, I think it was his only full-length novel, and Doris was also a Greek hero as well, so it's got double geek factor there for you. Doris was the founder of the Dorian tribe, and most likely the origin of the Greek word Doron, which means gift. So yeah, really lovely. Lots of things going on for it there, lots of good reasons to love the name Dorian. What do you think of it, everybody? I'd be interested to know, because it sounds, Dorian became more of a female name, but Dorian was the boy version of it, and I think it is well due a comeback. Or Hector. Hector's a more stable one. It's a bit more, it's really rising now with the kind of cool hipster mums. Hector is back with a bang, and we know it as the Trojan hero, who was actually killed by Achilles. So he's very strong, well known, and it means to hold or to have, which I think is lovely. So I hope I've got in there quick enough. Probably not. Let us know what you picked. Have fun if you've picked one of these. Eloise, hello. She's expecting baby girl number 3. Congratulations. She already has an Even and an Una. Her partner is Norwegian, so they would like names that are easy in both languages, and she wants strong chic vibe for her daughter. Unusual but not too weird. So I found a gorgeous name, Vivica, which I think really matches your brief. So Vivica, so there's obviously Vivienne, but this is a Swedish version, Vivica, and I think it is really unusual enough. It is sort of trending now. There is the actress Vivica Fox, which sounds brilliant together, if you could steal that for a middle name, but I think that's lovely. Or I found the name of the Norse spring goddess. Her name is Idene. Isn't that unusual? I love it, the Norse spring goddess. I could not be happy if I was named after that. And you've got like Avery, Ebony, Ivy, all those names, Iris, you know, and Idene. No one's heard of it, so absolutely lovely, and an easy one to say, pronounce and spell. So yeah, I thought you might quite like it. What do you think? So EC, hello EC from SJ. You need to name your baby girl. She likes bold boyish names like Mars and Marlowe, but then opposite flip side she likes really girly like Aveline and Molly. She wants to have Ray or May in the middle name, just kind of one fixed names, and their surname is Medici. So she's a single mum, she doesn't have anyone else to help her choose, so let's all help her out. I really liked a name that's quite unusual. I'd not heard it before, and it's the name Morven. Have you heard of the name Morven? It's actually Scottish or Gaelic. I don't know if you have Scottish or Gaelic roots, but I thought you might really like it. And it's a name of like mountains and hills, so it's a really lovely outdoorsy strong girly vibe, Morven, but she would be well remembered. It would be one of those double take like, oh wow, Morven, never heard of that, and I really like it. So I thought it would really suit, and it has the V from Aveline that you like, but it has the mix of like Marlowe, the strength that you like with the M name. So yes, I'm thinking of you. I love the name Madison, and I don't know if you would love it as much, but I absolutely love it. I love Maddie as a nickname as well, but the nickname could also be Maud, because apparently it is a derivative pet form of the name Maud. I love the name Maud. It is a divisive one, I know, but you might love it. But I love that she could be also Sunny, because you like those boyish names, and I love the name Sunny for boy or girl. So Madison, who becomes Maddie or Sunny, could be so lovely for you. So Madison Medici. I thought that would have sounded really cool. You might think it's too matchy, but I thought Madison Medici sounds really cool. And then I got a bit into you. googled you up, I was looking at the Medici family. So I thought, where does that name come from? And it is a region north of Florence, and the origin of the name means medical doctor, and it's linked to Florence and the city. So I thought about that, and I thought, how about the name Floris? So Florence means to bloom. Medici is linked to the town of Florence. You could go with Florence, but you could also go with Floris because you prefer the more masculine. A Floris is actually a Dutch male name, but it means flower, so it's feminine as well. And I think Floris to me sounds very feminine but strong, so it's kind of that perfect link for you. As I've decided, it is your perfect name. But I think Floris is an absolutely gorgeous one. What do you think of it? Floris Medici. Floris S.J. Medici. So Sophia is expecting 2 baby girls. She is having baby girl twins. She is Swedish. Hey, wish I could speak more Swedish. My husband's Swedish. She likes names that could have a nickname. She's young, she's 23. She doesn't want something super duper unusual. She likes flower and nature names. She's pretty stressed about finding the perfect names for her little girls. So how about for girls? Swedish, flower, you've got to go with the name Linnea. So Linnea is a twin flower, so it is perfect for twin girls. I have mentioned this name before because I absolutely love it. The pronunciation of it is just stunning, Linnea. Isn't it unusual and gorgeous? The Swedish botanist was called Carl Linnea, and then he gave the name to the flower. So it's a really, really beautiful one. I love the fact that it has the twin flower. I was then looking for a name that suited that. I couldn't find any other twin names. I googled a lot of names that meant twin. I liked the name Vilma. So I know you would say it with a V, Vilma, but I thought Linnea and Vilma sounds really lovely. Obviously you could go Wilhelmina, which I think is gorgeous as well, but I like the fact it meant resolute protector. And I think that you, as a single mum of twins, you're going to be such a protector, and your little Vilma will really bring that as well. And I love the linking the L's, and it's quite an unusual one, but it sort of matches your brief that it's not hard to spell. Or Lovisa. Lovisa is so gorgeous. Linnea and Lovisa sound stunning together. My cousin's girlfriend is Lovisa, and it's the first time I'd ever heard it outside of Sweden, but we have Louisa, so it's not unusual, it's not hard. It just sounds extra, extra special. So I think for any Brits watching, Lovisa, steal it now. Oh my gosh, and this one is so lovely. Apparently it's a brand new invention. It was in the 1980s and has come back to be really popular. A Swedish name. Apparently it's in the top 60 names in Sweden. Let me know you are Swedish. And it is the name Tindra. How gorgeous is Tindra? I think it is so, so, so cute. And it means to shine or to twinkle. So yes, I'm now officially changing my name by deed poll to Tindra. And yeah, I just think it's the cutest thing I've ever heard. So yes, what do you think of those names for your little girls? Tasha is expecting baby girl number 2 in January. These are a lot of girl names, aren't they? There's some boys coming up. She has an Eden, which I love. My goddaughter is Eden. She wants a name that doesn't start with E. Not too common, not too strange. Everyone's asking me for that. You think I go strange, don't you, people? So how about the name Delphine? I think Eden and Delphine with the D link is really, really lovely. And Delphine is so gorgeous. It is a French name. It means dolphin, which I think is really, really cute. But it's also a type of blue flower, so it's got a floral link to it. It sounds very naturey, and it's got those double duties. The double duty nature name. You've got the animal and the flower, and it sounds really outdoorsy and elegant, a festival goer, hippie vibes like Eden and Delphine. I want to be part of their gang. Or Frida. So Frida is another super, super cool name using the D. Eden and Frida sound mega cool. Really, really trendy girls. It's very folksy, obviously. We know about famous Frida, whose passion lives on in her work. She is a force of nature. She is so, so popular. And it's a German name that means peaceful. So I think the Garden of Eden vibe and peaceful for Frida really, really linked together for 2 little girls. Congratulations. Do let us know what you think of the names and what you're going to call them. Unless you don't pick one of mine. No, I don't mind, honestly. Joe Priest is 16 weeks with a baby girl and they cannot agree on a name. He likes modern names, she likes older names. Has anyone else been in that dilemma? He's picked the other children's names. She's got Aiden Christopher, Amelia Jolie and Brant Joe. So she wants a modern classic name they can both agree on. Not giving me too much of a hard task there. So I got really, really stuck. I don't mind telling you. I was just like, oh my goodness, that's quite hard. But I think I've nailed it. I think I've nailed it for you. First one, Sylvie. So obviously you have this sort of modern but vintage. So Sylvie is kind of like both, because the IE ending is very, very modern and popular names like Lottie and all the nickname names, but Sylvie also sounds quite romantic and vintage, and it's kind of been one of those that linked throughout, and it's a beautiful name. Its meaning is linked to the spirit of the wood, Sylvanus. So if you think about Sylvanian families, Sylvanus and then Sylvie, so it's spirit of the wood, which I just think is stunning, stunning, stunning. And I think the Sylvie priest is lovely. It sounds super modern but is vintage in sound, so he might go for Sylvie. Or how about this real glamorous vintage classic with a name I love, and it's the name Erin. I've always liked the name Erin. It's kind of a modern twist to the E names that are so popular, because we have so many of these Ellies, Evies and all the E names that are really, really popular, but Erin is a bit more special and unique, so it might suit both of you. It's actually Irish, and it means from the island on the west, or it just means Ireland. Sounds really cool to me, and I love Erin. It's so fashionable. It always reminds me of like kind of like a model name, Erin. And I think it really suits your others. So you'd have Christopher, Amelia, Branson, Erin. I hope I've nailed it for you. I hope I've given you some food for thought anyway. Catherine has a surname. Catherine's surname is Buckle, which is a gorgeous surname. It's super cute. She wants nature whimsical named with mythology too. Oh, Catherine, can you not just say names beginning with K? It's fine. I loved this brief. Her daughter's name is Isabella, and she wants them to complement each other. So here I went off looking through the lists. Boy and girl, I wasn't sure what you were having. So I have Avery, which is actually gender neutral, but I love it for girls. So the reason I thought you might like it is I think Isabella and Avery sound gorgeous together, and it means ruler, elf ruler. So I thought that's got that whimsical mythology thing that you also really, really like. It was more of a boy's name. It's becoming more classic with girls. And I think it's really, really cool. And obviously elves were considered to be really magical, powerful little beings, and elf ruler would be such a cute little name meaning. She could have little elf symbols like around her birthday party and around her room, and it really matches that whimsical side of your brief and that little mythology that you have going. You could think of like little elf things, elf on the shelf. I really like Avery. I just think it is absolutely stunning. Or Silas. We just talked about Sylvanus, and Silas is kind of like the boy version of it. It means of the forest, and Silas of the god of the trees and forests. It is such a stunning name. It's actually sort of starting to trend on the baby name forums, but hasn't massively come up through the ranks in the actual usage yet. So you'd be getting in there early. It's a Latin baby name. Silas was the missionary companion of Paul and Timothy in the Bible, so it's a biblical name as well. And I think Isabella and Silas sound lovely because of the S's together. So let me know, what do you think of Silas? Stephanie says hi, she's having baby number 4. Don't tempt me. She has Jacob, Elliot and Drew. She doesn't know whether she's having a girl or a boy this time round, but they want sibling names to go with their brothers' names. She likes more traditional names, and she has a few girl names, so I focused on boy names for you because your girl names are lovely, but she is stumped. If she has her 4th boy, she's got Jacob, Elliot and Drew. So I've got this one for you. How about the name Miles? So Miles, I think, really matches your others. Your surname ends in a Y, so you didn't want anything too much like that, because I think it's Eddie, so it's like Miles Eddie sounds lovely. Miles is super trendy. It's like got that traveller outdoorsy spirit, obviously, of Miles. It is from medieval Latin, and it just means soldier, which I also think is really, really sweet for little kids. Finn means little blonde soldier, and I liked that name meaning. So have a think about Miles. Tobias, I've got a crush on the name Tobias. I have mentioned it before, but it is from the Old Testament, and I think it really matches your other names as well. Or this one I love, it's a name I love anyway, and it's the name Reuben. I don't know if you like the name Reuben, but Jacob, Elliot, Drew and Reuben sound really, really, really trendy to me, and I love the nickname Rue. I think that is super cool, and it means behold a son. So you'll be like, if it is another boy, you can be like, behold a son, and just be really, it's a beautiful name meaning, I think. And I just really like the sound of the name Reuben, and maybe one you haven't thought of. So Miranda, she is hoping for a middle name for a girl. It's going to be called Callahan, and the last name Johnson. So she wants Callahan Johnson, a middle name. People, get involved with me down below. Oh my gosh, I found a great one. Oh, I was so happy with this one. So I started looking up Callahan because I've never heard it before. It's an Irish name, and it means strife, which is interesting. It actually just means surname, which was really interesting to me. So yeah, it is lovely. And then it's funny that your Callahan means surname, and then Johnson was how people began to get surnames, like the son of John. So I thought it was a really cool choice of you. Are you a baby name expert, or are you a wordsmith? Anyway, this name is super cool, right? So it is the name Belrose. It might sound super feminine because you didn't want it to go too masculine. You might go, oh, you've got a bit over the top because it means beautiful rose. But Callahan Belrose Johnson, and Belrose is actually a neighbourhood in New York. Super cool and quirky, isn't it? Belrose. Oh, I love it. So yeah, Callahan Belrose Johnson. You are very cool. I like Belrose in the middle because it sounds like trendy. Doesn't sound kind of too feminine to me. It's got a bit of the surname cool going on again. Or the name Talia. I thought Talia sounds really nice with the L. So Callahan, Talia, Johnson. And Talia means morning dew, which is quite feminine and lovely as well. Talia. It's pretty. I like it. So which one do you prefer? Everyone let her know. Do you like Belrose, or do you like Talia, or do you think they're both awful? Then come up with a better suggestion. Don't diss mine, and then don't come up with a suggestion. That's not allowed. Okay, so I'm going to end it there. I hope you liked these name choices. Do let me know. As before, I will be picking my star namer. So let me know your ideas for the name dilemmas in the comment section below. And I'm throwing one out there for you guys because I got a bit stuck, but I really liked MB's question. So she needs a sister sibling name to go with Adeline Marie. The middle name has to be Margaret. So go crazy with that one in the comments down below. As I said, whoever comes up with the best one, I will be hearting and pinning as my star namer. I hope you're here watching. Please also comment on everyone's ideas for you because that'd be lovely. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and like and come back for more baby names. If you have an idea for a list for me, do leave it in the comment section below and I'll make sure to get around to it very soon. And I still have loads of your dilemmas. So if you're enjoying the dilemmas series, then do hit thumbs up so I know and let me know below. And hang out on my community tab. If you are a subscriber, you can come over to my community tab, and that is where we chat all things baby names before, and you get a sneak peek and you get to give me suggestions and basically help me write these lists. I will see you all very soon, guys. Lots of love and congrats to everyone who's having a baby, and I will see you soon. Bye.